Here with UW La Crosse women's track and field coach Nick Davis as we preview the 2018 Division III National Championships, which are going to take place right here, May 24th, 26th at Roger Herring Stadium at Veterans Memorial Field Sports Complex. We get started on Thursday and Friday at 10 a.m. and then 11 a.m. on Saturday. UWL has won 3 national titles, including in 2015. This year marks the 37th Outdoor Women's Track and Field Championship in NCAA Division III history. Coach, let's talk about first, before we get into the national championships this week, let's talk about the challenge of the outdoor season. As several teams had to deal with the weather, just talk about what that did to you. You had to move meets around, you had to move dates, just how that kind of, you had to adjust to that during the season.
Yeah, it was interesting would be a good word to use, but yeah, the outdoor season with the weather, I mean, a Wednesday before one of our meets, we got 6 inches of snow on the ground, and you know, we're out here shoveling the track quite a bit. I think we put in quite a few hours doing that. Call it active recovery, you know, for our athletes. But no, it definitely presented some challenges. I think not just as, you know, as a track program, but as an athletics department. Shifting meets, I believe we, for all of our home meets, we had to adjust the date that we were hosting the meet. One was canceled and rescheduled for a Tuesday, and it was just a little bit crazy, but our administration did an awesome job of helping us to get set up for it and prepare and put on quality meets for our athletes and other athletes from other schools. So that was really great. I think one of the challenging things for us as coaches was trying to, you know, tailor our training to allow for competition on odd days that we didn't actually plan for at the start of the season, but here we are. I mean, we got to where we need to be, and you know, though it was a little challenging, I think that adversity is actually really good for our team and preparing us for this national championships.
And to talk about how did your athletes react to that schedule? How did they adjust themselves? What did you see from them?
I was really proud of them. I think that's a hard thing to do as an athlete, is to be so flexible. You know, when your life is pretty structured as a student athlete here, you know, being flexible was really important for them to be successful, and they were able to do that. We talked about it in our meetings and stuff throughout the outdoor season, and you know, it really was I was pleasantly surprised with how well they took it in stride and how well they positioned themselves to be here.
Let's talk about the national championships. Well, let's go back to the conference first. You won your 7th straight outdoor WIC title. Coach Dave was named the WIC Coach of the Year, just like the indoor season. You had individual champions, Maddie Nelson in the long jump, Rachel Zastro in the pole vault, Claire Shepardson in the hurdles, in the 100 hurdles, Rachel Atchison in the 800, and Sadie Kroll in the 1500. Some of those athletes, of course, will be competing, but just talk about that conference championships a few weeks back and your performance of your team.
I was really pleased with how we came together. You know, we set out in the beginning of the year. We talked about the team that we wanted to be, the kind of brand of track and field program that we wanted to be, and what we decided on is that we wanted to be more than the sum of our parts, and meaning that, like, our event groups come together, we support one another, and great things can happen above and beyond just individual PRs and seeds on paper. And we really saw that at the outdoor championships. We really gelled well together. There was a little bit of adversity. We dropped the baton in the 4x1, and instead of panicking and everybody getting all out of sorts, people just kind of stuck to what they needed to do. They got their job done, and you know, there were some peaks and some valleys, but overall, the team performed really well. The support was awesome, and we ended up coming out with the win with almost 80 points over Eau Claire. So we were really excited about what we had there. Our individual champions performed really well. You know, Maddie Nelson in the long jump, that was a long time coming. It was good to see her, you know, deal with the pressure of the situation, and she got it done on her last jump. You know, Sadie Kroll coming back in the 1500, you know, defending her championship from the year before, which was awesome. And one of the top moments, I think, from that meet was Rachel Zastro in the pole vault, when, you know, she had been dancing around that mark of I believe it was 376 or 12.4, and she finally got it, and you could just see the relief and the excitement and the joy just all hit her all at once on the pit, and she came off with tears of joy in her eyes, and I think there were probably a couple other people around her that had the same, so it was pretty neat.
You have 12 members of your team competing this weekend. Amanda Webke will start things in the heptathlon on Thursday, but you have the 10,000 meter run, your 4x1 is in, the hurdles, 800 meter run, you have 2 in the pole vault, you have 4 in the triple jump, including Betsy and Schreier and Tess Miller, they earned indoor All-American honors this year. Let's just talk about the wide range, like you've said. I've said you've got some on the track and, of course, some in the field event. Just talk about your overall 12 members competing this week.
Yeah, we're really excited about the team that we have here, and I think a big part of that is indoor. We took a lot of people that had never had nationals experience, and now they're back again for the outdoor season, and now they have that experience. So I think that's going to really help us perform and be prepared for the stage. It also helps that we're at home, and it's we have the comforts of home, and everything is they know what to expect from this place, and they've visualized themselves competing here so many times that I think that's a huge advantage for us.
That's what I want to ask you about, the hosting it here in La Crosse. This is the 4th time UWL has hosted, but maybe just a little bit more in depth of what that means to you and your program to have it right here in La Crosse.
I think we're a proud program with our tradition and our history that we've had over the years, and I think this just adds to the pride of our program. Like this facility is second to none, and to bring teams from all over the country to come compete here at the highest stage, and then we have the ability to practice here every day and be here every day. I think it just adds to the strength of our team. I think this outdoor season.
And what does that do sort of mentally for your athletes too? I mean, more relaxed. They're in their hometown, like you talked. They're in your home facility. They get to sleep in the same place, most likely.
Yeah.
But just talk about what that does for them mentally.
I think what it does is just to sharpen their focus a little bit. There's less that they have to take in and get prepared for and feel comfortable with. I mean, they've been here so many times. They know what to expect, and I think any way we can narrow their focus and keep it nice and tight and sharp over this week, it's going to help us and us being here together as a team. And what typically in a national meet, you take your national competitors and you go off to somewhere else, and the rest of the team is kind of left at home, and they're supporting your team from afar, sending emails and all that kind of stuff. But now they're here. Their teammates are here, their friends are here, their family are here, and I think that really gives another level of support and that safety net for them to feel comfortable and feel ready.
And we have some new venues here when we hosted in 2013 in terms of javelin, hammer throw. Just talk about how that transition has been with the new venues.
I think it's been pretty good. I think we've had some challenges with the discus and moving that around, but we finally got it to where we really want it. And I think again, this facility is second to none. The places that we have to train and compete in here are incredible, and I think the way that they have put it together with the throws field, getting the new javelin runway down, setting up the discus where they did, and the hammer throw area, I think it's going to be a really nice venue for people to compete in, and I think it'll be an incredible event.
Again, the Division III National Championships start this Thursday, May 24th. They run through Saturday, May 26th. Be sure to go to uwlathletics.com/2018 Outdoor Nationals. It's got all your information on there, including scheduled events, ticket information. Heat sheets will be posted there as well. Good luck this week, Coach.
Thank you.